An educated person is not someone who has an abundance of general or specialized knowledge. An educated person is someone who's taken the time to develop the faculties of their mind that they can now acquire anything that they want in this life, all without violating the rights of others. I didn't learn that quote in school. Let's get into today's topic. What's up, what's up? Another day leveled up. It's your boy Salem, back with another one for you. I'm excited to get into today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about why dropping out of college was the best decision of my life. Before we get into it, I'm not here to bash college. College is definitely necessary, especially for professions like lawyers, doctors, nurses, things of the like. But if you're going to school for arts or business, I think you're better off going to an actual college that specializes in those things. The thing I do not agree with college is that you're required to take classes that do not pertain to your major or the interest that you have. You're learning the Pythagorean theorem and how to do this with math and how to dance. You got to get some credits for this, credits for that you'll never use in the real world. And not to mention all the debt that you're acquiring in the meantime of taking these classes that do not bring you any value, that majority of the time you're going to graduate with a degree that's only going to make you 60 to 70K a year, and that's going to take forever to pay back, especially if you have a family, you want to get married. If you actually want to live life and enjoy life, it's going to take a while to actually pay that off. It does you no good to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, especially if someone down the street has the same credentials as you. Why would I hire you when you do nothing different than this guy? The sad thing about it is that these teachers could care less if you fail or pass, because regardless, they're getting paid at the end of the day. And you are paying at the end of the day as well. And the crazy thing about this, all these school loans and everything that you take out, you can't file bankruptcy on. These will be with you until you're dead. They will garnish you until you're dead. So why would you rack up 15, 20, 50, $100,000s of dollars on an education? It's insane, especially this day and age. We live in the information age. You should not have to pay thousands and thousands, $50,000 just to learn, just to have some education, a proper education. There's so much free things online, so many people on YouTube that could show you exactly what you need to know. There's different websites, there's certain things that you could just, if you're smart, you will find what you need to find. And if you don't find it, you'll find out how to find it. You ask why dropping out of college was the best decision for me. For one, I did not leave school having a crazy amount of debt. I maybe had like 10 grand, 11 grand, but that's about it. I know people that have 40 up to $100,000 of debt, and they still are trying to figure out their next moves. I'd recommend everyone take a gap year out of high school. You're 18, you're not even 21. If you're in America, you can't even drink. So you might as well just try your hand at a lot of things and figure out what you really feel compelled to do, because no one is gonna come and tell you that you shouldn't go to school. Everybody is brainwashed to believe that, well, you might as well get a degree. You know, you're not gonna be able to make it if you don't get a degree. It's like, why doesn't someone tell you, like, why don't you just start trying your hand at things and see what you literally love and like that you will continue to come back for? Get a job, start reading, just be an apprentice, be an assistant, and just start learning how people actually live their lives. You don't know what you don't know, so it's best to just try things. Another thing I'm very grateful for is that I was immediately able just to start to learning things that I have a passion for, like psychology, music, metaphysics. That was all just readily available for me. I could go to a library and just start reading these things. No one had to tell me I couldn't or could not. At the time, I didn't know exactly how these skills were going to translate into any profession or anything, but I've learned to trust my intuition and always follow my heart and go towards what I feel called to do. Who's really teaching that these days? I had many jobs that just taught me how the real world works. Things like speaking, being hospitable. These things are what you need to make money. If you don't even know how to speak and communicate with people, I don't know what to tell you. The times that we're in right now, people are glorified for being timid and having all these social and anxiety issues, but no one's telling them how to get along with those issues, because you cannot do anything in life if you do not get those things sealed up. And some kids get out of college with no job history, no employment history at all. What are you going to put down on the application? Degree or not, someone with experience is always a better bet for an employer. You're moldable. You've shown that you could actually hold down a job. You're not coming fresh out of your parents' house and still on your parents' payroll and getting an allowance. You got to experience failure. If you got an A's throughout your entire school history, college, you're a valedictorian, cum laude, whatever it is, it's like no one cares in the real world. If you can't hold down a job, if you can't learn what I'm trying to teach you, what are you really doing? You got to learn to fail. Everybody's going to fail sometimes, and if you're not used to it, life's going to be really, really hard for you. This life could care less about your grades. A lot of jobs don't even ask for your diploma from the college. You could just say, yeah, I graduated from so-and-so, and they're like, okay, well, we'll start your training tomorrow. You're going to start at square one, just like everyone else. If I didn't drop out of college, I would not know myself. I wouldn't have found the time to actually go deep down inside and figure out what I really want to do. What do I feel called to? When do I ever have the time to actually sit down with no tests, no quizzes, no one telling me that I need to do this, to actually just hear my internal thoughts? Most importantly, with being a college dropout, I was awarded with the luxury of time. With time, I was given the opportunity to dive deep into the internet, dive deep into books, dive deep into any job I wanted to take up, any real life experience I wanted to take. If I want to go on a trip, I'm going to go on a trip. I'm going to learn about this, I'm going to learn about that. I tried my hands at so many things. I learned so much more about myself that now I know exact direction that I want to go. If we don't know ourselves, why would we waste time and money giving it to an institution that could care less about your well-being and more about their own? Overall takeaway is, I would say college is not for me. It does work for some people, but people with an entrepreneurial spirit and an endless curiosity for life, I'd recommend take some time to get to know yourself. If you're coming straight out of high school, take a gap year, get a job, travel, get to know the world. Just enjoy not having responsibilities for a bit, because you are young, you have time. And the sooner you figure that out, I promise you the better life will be. If any of this resonated with you guys, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop more content. And also know I've opened up myself up to one-on-one consultations. I started the program Hacking Reality, and spots have opened up. I want to know your goals, your desires, what stresses you out, what you're fearful about, what walls you're hitting, why you're hitting those walls, patterns like procrastination and self-worth, why you're struggling with those. Because if I can understand that, I could then communicate in a way that could inspire you to maximize your true potential and start getting this ball rolling. The moment you redefine yourself, life changes. This world responds to you and not vice versa. Book a call with me in the link in the description below. Let's see if we're a great fit. Let's get you leveled up. And as always, just know, a belief may be comforting, but only through true experience could be liberating. Grant yourself permission to level up. Until next time, it's your boy Salem. I'm out.